Hey everyone, welcome to MT Guitar and to Pink Floyd Friday. Today I want to talk about why David Gilmour's solo on Time is a true classic, a beautiful example of ebb and flow, of composition. So we're going to look at some of these things, these techniques, these elements of composition. All right, so let's start with the ebb and flow part. What am I even talking about? Well, if we think about the melody, David Gilmour's a singer, right? And he's the one singing this song. And I think the melody is going through his head as he's playing this solo, because it's almost like he's responding to the melody. Here's the first phrase. Let's take a look. Right? So we just have two notes, a root and a 4 to 5 bend in this F minor pentatonic, F sharp minor, excuse me. But now I'm going to sort of hum the melody as I play this. And notice how I'm almost responding to the vocals being done here for a phrase. So, taking away the moments that make up a dull day, bridging waste the hours in an offhand way. Right? So he's responding almost to the vocals that aren't there, but that are in his head. One thing a great soloist will do is they'll imagine the melody as they're playing a solo. It sort of glues them to the form and to the essence of the song. Perhaps the most important part of a song is the song's melody. So if I said, hey, you know that Pink Floyd song, Time? I'd probably sing, taking away, and everyone would say, oh yeah. So that is going through Gilmour's head as he's playing this solo. So as you play a solo, try to hear the melody. So one more time, first phrase. Taking away, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Now respond. The sun is the same when I run. Here he responds again. Waiting for someone or something to tell you the way. Right? He's holding that note. So it's almost like the note is being held as he's hearing his own melody part in his head. That being said, we need to understand how you get an electric guitar solo to really sing. There's a little bit of gear involved. I've got my compressor going, right? I'm going through my Sir Strat here, through a compressor, through a tube screamer. Right now, I've actually got the compressor off for the video quality to be, as I'm talking, not blowing us out of the water here. But during the solo performance, I had the compressor on, the tube screamer on. You need that sustain, right? Gilmour wants to let these notes really ring out. Now, any kind of distortion is automatically some form of compression. So just a little bit of gain will already help you a lot. And you really want to be able to have it just soar out and not go away. So, for instance, right, he's going to have this whammy part. Bring it down, but we need that note to sustain. He lets that whammy dive the pitch down. And we need it sustained. Now, what's going on here? First off, we're back at position 1, 12 frets up. Okay, so classic move here. You're going to bend to the root and grab the flat 3. And then he's going to bend to that 5. So he's needing all these notes to sustain so the other notes can be, played in harmony with them. And then bend a step and a half. Wouldn't be a Gilmour solo for not bending more than a whole step. Okay? Now, what's a great solo entail? What does a great solo entail? Oftentimes a peak. All right, you're building to a high point. Music has a contour and a shape. Right, so he's going to really take it to the higher level here. He's not done building the tension and the excitement. So we're going to bend that flat to that 4 from the flat 3, back to the root. Are we done though? Not quite. So that's the high point of the solo right here. This note, he's going to bend to it. That's the peak. All right. Now this is signaling the new phase of the solo. He's sliding It's a new technique. He's gonna really start to milk this technique, starting here. He's sliding from position 2 here all the way up to position 4. I don't know, but whatever position this is. Now he's gonna slide all over the place. Right? He slid all the way up, down, back up, back to position 1. Now here's a classic unison trick. If I bend to the note I'm playing, you get a chorus effect. Hendrix loved this technique as well. Step and a half, bending all the way to this D note. Little vibrato. End on the E note and a low E. That's the chord being played to end the solo, right? So that brings me to another point that Gilmour is beautifully playing over all these chords, right? He's playing over, when for instance, when it goes to an A chord, which is the second chord of the solo, he's outlining this A triad here. When it goes here, he's beautifully going to each chord. This is the E chord he's bending to here. And it's this note right here, which is part of the E triad. Now, he bends to an F sharp because the chord is F sharp minor. So, Gilmour did his homework a long time before the solo was recorded, right? Because you don't want to be working this out too soon to the recording date. So, long ago, he knew his triads. He knew where all his chord tones were, and that's the kind of work that you do, on your own, and then when you're ready to play, when you're ready to solo, even if you're at home playing along with a backing track, you can kind of go for it without thinking too much. So I think that covers it. The backing track is on the Patreon, as well as the tabbed out solo. I've got a lot of lessons up there. Big shout out to the patrons. Remember to subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Really great to see you, and of course, Pink Floyd Friday is always a pleasure on my end as well. So, have a great weekend, everyone, or wherever you are in the week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.